Alrighty, Falcons, day 2 of exponents. Today's going to be a little bit harder, okay? So we first have a review, right, of how to do our exponents. Just a reminder of what that's going to look like and all of that sort of piece. Then we have the zero rule, all right? So the zero rule, any non-zero number with an exponent of 0 is equivalent to 1. Okay? Oopsies. There we go. All right. Let me see, actually. Sorry. I had too much stuff going on. So we are also going to put a 1 right here. So, right, I have y squared. 2 minus 2 is 0. So this is y to the 0 power, which equals 1. That is y to the 0 power, which equals 1. Okay? This whole thing raised to the 0 power is going to equal 1. Now, where students are going to have issues, right, is because they're going to say, oh, well, if anything to the 0 power equals 1, then this next one is going to equal 1 as well. And that's where you're kind of wrong, right? So this is just a 5, right? That's its own thing. But this right here, is the exponent on the a to 0? No. So this piece equals 1, but that is still an 8. So 8 times 1 is 8, plus 5 is 13. Okay? Then for this one, this whole thing is raised to a 0 power, and that's kind of confusing because that's not something we've seen before. So let me say when x equals, let's say 2, right? So we have negative 3 times 2 plus 7. So negative 3 times 2, well, that's negative 6 plus 7. That's positive 1 to the 0 power. That equals 1. Okay? Anything to the 0 power is 1. Okay? Now, moving on to our negative exponents. This is where it's going to get a little bit crazy. For any non-zero number a raised to a negative exponent, move it to the opposite side of the fraction. Move it to the opposite side of the fraction with a positive exponent. Kind of AKA also known as the reciprocal. Okay? So, again, we're going to go opposite side of the fraction with a positive exponent. Okay? And this will become very, very well versed as we move on.